Look at you standing there, smug and proud, holding my sister in your hands. I bet you're really happy with the situation you got yourself into. Admit it, you're never going to find another girl as great as my sister. You really struck lucky this time.
Is that you, William? This is the first time you've ever messaged me. You don't sound like you're in a celebratory mood, but I'll take that as you not really knowing how to express yourself properly. If that's your way of saying congratulations, then thank you. I'm very happy to marry your sister and live my life with her from this point on.
Are you trying to be snarky with me or something? What do you mean I don't know how to express myself properly? I'm very clear about how I feel about this marriage. I think it's so unfortunate that my sister has to marry a guy like you. I feel really sorry for her. She has no idea what she's done. She doesn't realize that we signed her whole life away to a loser.
A loser? You and I are going to be brothers-in-law from this point on, William. I don't think that's the way you want to talk to me.
But I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just stating the facts as they are. Oh wait, don't tell me you're actually getting your feelings hurt by me calling you a loser. Are you going to cry, Cole? Are you going to run back into Mommy's arms and tell her about the mean man who called you names? What a joke.
Why would I do something like that? I'm a grown man.
Yeah, in appearance maybe. But we know your soul is that of a scrawny little ferret.
I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah, you heard me. A scrawny little girly ferret. That's what you are. There's no essence of a man about you. In fact, I find it an embarrassment to call you a fellow man. That's how much of a girl you are.
Okay. And on what basis are you calling me these names? I don't agree with anything you're saying right now.
Look at the way you talk. I'm clearly sitting here insulting you. On your wedding day, mind you. And you're still just taking it so easily. You don't have any fight in you. If that isn't proof enough that you're a girl, then I don't know what is.
Well, like I said before, you're my brother-in-law now, and I want to get along with you. I'm not enjoying your hostile attitude towards me.
Yeah, well, I'm not enjoying you walking around in clothes that men wear when you're clearly not a man. I don't even think my sister has found out yet. She doesn't know the truth. I feel so sorry for her, my big sis. All she had to do was listen to me, but she just wouldn't. Now she's stuck dating a woman.
Okay, that's it. You've called me that way too many times. You need to stop it.
Why? Are you embarrassed about who you are? Do you just hate realizing the truth? Here's the thing. You're allowed to like certain things that the world has to offer. Nothing is stopping you from doing that. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. You can choose whether or not that's going to be your interest. But at the same time, you can't blame anyone for making a judgment on you for it. You can't blame anyone for looking at you in a certain way for liking something.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You really don't know what I'm trying to get at here. I'm talking about your hobbies, man. I'm talking about the things you like to do. They're not manly at all. They're incredibly girly. Are you really going to blame me for thinking that you're feminine? You've got to do things that prove otherwise. You've got to stop what you do.
Okay, and what? Should I just be like you to get your approval then, William? Am I supposed to just go to the gym and lift 200 pounds and then I finally get your respect? That sounds really ridiculous, doesn't it? Why would you put a stipulation on you and me getting along? Just accept me for who I am. I'm not a bad guy or anything. I'm not out here to do your sister any harm. The reason you're putting across to dislike me is just ridiculous. Even you must realize that.
Actually, no. Whether you realize it or not, I'm perfectly justified in hating you. You being pathetic and the type of person you are is going to affect how my nieces and nephews are going to grow up someday.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about right now?
Yeah, that's right. You're sitting here thinking that I'm doing this because I just want to be mean. Well, it's got nothing to do with that. The reason I'm doing this is because I care about family. See, I want you to take a look at this family, Cole. I want you to take a look around you and glorify its members. You've got nothing but champions and beautiful women. I'm telling you right now, if you trace back our lineage, you'll find only these types of people. Look at all the men in our family. It's nothing but winners. I'm pretty sure you got that impression when you looked at my dad, and I'm pretty sure you thought about that when you saw me.
Yeah, I'm not really sure when it comes to you, to be honest. I don't really know you, William, but you're making yourself out to be really obnoxious and not a winner at all.
You better watch your mouth. Just because your family doesn't mean I can't rough you up. Well, anyway, the men in our family have always been champions, and the women have always been the epitome of beauty. I mean, take a look at my sister. She's quite a stunner, isn't she?
I'm not going to deny that. Zoe's beauty is one of her merits.
Yeah, right. Stop trying to downplay it. That's probably the main thing you were attracted to, right? Everyone wants to wake up to something pretty in the morning. Well, here's the thing. None of this happens by chance. This type of thing requires meticulous planning. It requires you to make a calculated decision to ensure that the offspring that comes after you will be able to carry the torch. It's going to be the next generation of winners and beautiful people. Can you see what I'm getting at here?
I'm listening to everything you're saying right now, and I'm also thinking it's super ridiculous. What is this? I'm pretty sure your dad doesn't feel the same way. He never talked about his family in this manner.
Yeah, well, that's because you don't truly know my dad yet. You've only just entered this family. You don't understand where his mind is at. There is an implicit understanding between all of the members in this family that this is who we are and this is what we do. It's not something that we particularly need to talk about. We all just know it.
Or maybe you're just imagining things. But anyway, go on.
The fact of the matter is that we've had to choose our partners very wisely. We've had to make sure that they've got the right genes to bear our offspring. We also have to make sure that their mentality is in the right place. The way they think about the world and themselves is right so that our offspring can plunge themselves into the fray and actually handle themselves. Can you see where I'm getting at right now?
I guess. I think you're thinking way too much about the family and what it means.
Yeah, well, that's just the difference between you and me then, isn't it? Maybe in your family you don't care about this type of thing. Maybe in your family you had a lineage of losers. That's fine. I'm going to guess that 95% of the world's population are losers. Don't feel bad about being a part of the majority population.
You really have a mouth on you, don't you?
All I'm saying is that our family is proud. Our family is strong. We actually care about the future, the past, and the present. What we do is beyond ourselves. It's beyond our selfish desires. We care about the type of image that we're going to hold from this point on. And that's something that a loser like you couldn't possibly understand.
Oh no, look, I get it. I fully understand what you're trying to tell me right now. At the same time, what the hell are you going on about? Why do you have this weird, distorted view of your own family?
What the hell did you just say?
Yeah, I mean, look. You're looking at yourselves like you're a bunch of Greek gods or something. It's true, I have respect for your family and the things that you guys have done. But it's not anything so amazing that you can look at yourselves as these glorious figures. I think you're the only one thinking in this way, William.
Yeah, right. You're just another one of the peasant losers who can't appreciate greatness when you see it. I really can't believe my sister could be so selfish and not think about the greater good. I really can't believe she would actually risk sabotaging this family by marrying you.
And in what way is that going to be the case? You're acting like I'm the one that's going to tear your family apart or something. I'll have you know that I get along with your parents very well. They're fond of me. We've never had any issues. I'm pretty sure whatever problems you're talking about right now are just all in your head.
All right, how about you just shut up? You don't have any idea what's going on here. Whether or not my parents realize it, you're the thing that's going to stop a whole lineage of really successful people.
And how am I going to do that exactly?
It's going to be because of the image that you present to your children.
What now?
That's right. Think about your hobbies and what you do. You're not like me. You're not pumping iron all the time. You're not trying to create an amazing physique. You're some wimp who's so scared of the gym, so scared to put on a tank top, that you put on an apron instead.
What are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about you and your cooking. My sister told me all about the way you've been running the household before you guys got married. You moved in together, right? She's telling me you both have some weird sustainable system where she's the one that's going to work and you're the one that's cooking. She told me all about you being enthusiastic about it. Like, what the hell? What is that even supposed to mean? A man that's enthusiastic about cooking? You may as well tell me that he's enthusiastic about brushing the hair on his little Barbie dolls. It's basically the same thing.
What did you just say? How could you actually equate those two things? They're totally different. You're just being ridiculous right now.
In what way am I being ridiculous? It's true. The man is meant to be the one that works and the woman stays at home and cooks. That's the way it's always been. And you just want to reverse it because you can't possibly do what a man's supposed to do.
That's a load of crap, William. I can't believe you would be thinking in such a stupid way. Do you even realize who some of the best chefs out there are? I mean, sure, I'm not going to lie, there are a lot of women managing their own restaurants that have Michelin stars. That's definitely something that's not unheard of. But who's known worldwide for their cooking? I'm telling you right now, it mainly consists of men. So for you to sit there and tell me that only women are supposed to do this type of thing and men are not allowed to is just ridiculous. You really need to rethink your view, William. It doesn't make any sense.
You think you're so smart bringing up an example like that, don't you? Fair enough, you're not wrong. The most renowned people are men. I'll agree with that. But at the same time, are you really trying to put yourself on their level? Do you really think you're the same as them?
Well, I'm not saying that, am I? I'm saying that it's fine for me to have cooking as a hobby. Those other people made it a profession.
And that's just it. They made it a profession. You see, there's a difference between making something a profession and keeping it as a hobby. When you make it a profession, you actually need to compete. You need to become the best of the best. Those guys with Michelin stars on their restaurants have worked to be there. They toiled. They suffered for it. They had to harden their mentality, but you're different. You just have it as a hobby. You have it as some simple little pastime. That right there is no different from what girls do. There's no way in hell that you and your mentality are going to help you cook dishes that are actually edible. You're always going to be at the bottom of the barrel.
I beg to differ. I've had many people eat the things I cook, and they say it's very good, including your sister. So you don't know what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, right. I know you're just going to cook some really weird girly meal that only they like. Maybe you're going to make a couple of cakes and puff pastries. Probably top it with some flower petals. That's not real food. That's not a man's food. I bet if someone like me actually ate your food, it would taste horrible in my mouth.
Well, it's funny that you say that, William, because as it happens, you've eaten my food before.
What did you say?
Yeah, I told Zoe to give food to everyone in the family. This one time, we made a little bit extra, and she sent some your way. Out of everyone that was given food, you were the one that complimented it the most. You said it tasted exquisite and you wanted more of it because it would contribute to your protein intake.
What the hell? I would never say something like that, especially in relation to your food.
Well, you didn't know it was my food, did you? She just told you that our household had too much food and we were giving it away. It was the sirloin steak, the one with the sweet barbecue sauce that I prepared at home. I'm pretty sure you remember it.
Sirloin steak? One of my favorites. I mean, what am I talking about right now? That's ridiculous. I don't remember anything like that. I think you might be mistaken. Zoe must have been talking about someone else.
Oh, really now? It's okay to admit that you're a sucker for my food, William. I'm not going to embarrass you for it. Like I said before, you're my brother-in-law now, and I want to get along with you.
Just shut up! When I say I haven't eaten it before, that's exactly what I mean. Don't try and manipulate me to say otherwise.
So I guess that's what it all comes down to, doesn't it? You hate the fact that I cook food.
Of course I do. It's such a bad image to set for your children. It's such a bad precedent. Like, think about it. Imagine if you had a boy and a girl. They're going to look at your situation and be so confused. What's the boy meant to do? Is he meant to just mimic a sissy? Is he meant to just copy you and put his apron on and start washing the dishes? That's not going to create a winner. And then what about the girl? Think about how she's going to feel. She's going to look at her family's dynamic and notice that her mom is going out there to work overtime. She's coming back with a heavy countenance every day. After every month, she gets a new wrinkle on her face from all the stress that she has. All the while, her father is just lazing about at home, doing nothing. What's my niece meant to think of this situation? How's she going to feel towards her father, knowing that he's doing nothing and he's just a lazy bum? There's no way in hell that she could have respect for him. It's just not going to be possible.
What a load of crap you're saying right now. You really like to talk a lot, don't you? William, at this point, I'm not even sure if you're serious. I mean, no one can be this deluded.
What are you talking about? All I'm saying is the truth. This is the type of family that you're about to create with my sister. You can understand why I'm not happy about it, right?
Where do you get the idea that I'm just going to be sitting at home doing nothing? Is that actually what you think about me? That's actually what you think I'm going to do, isn't it? Have you not even been listening during all the outings that we've had up until now? I work from home, William. It's not just Zoe that's working. I'm also working.
Yeah, supposedly. No one really knows that, do they? When you look at the situation for what it is, you just look like a straight-up parasite.
A parasite?
Yeah, you're leeching off my sister. You're leeching off her resources. You know it should be the other way around, don't you? She's the one that should be able to depend on you. She should enjoy what you have to offer her.
What the hell are you talking about right now? I just told you, didn't I? Are you even listening? God, you really are hopeless, aren't you? I'll say it again. I'm working, William. I have my own job.
But no one really knows that, do they? Think about it. Who's there to monitor you? Is my sister monitoring what you do? And is anyone else monitoring what you do? No, no one is. No one there knows what you're getting up to. You say that you're working, but who knows what you're actually doing? You're probably talking to other chicks behind my sister's back. That's what weak men like you do anyway.
What the hell did you just say?
Yeah, you heard me. Don't think I haven't been suspicious about you and what you get up to.
What a load of nonsense. Don't you realize that I just married Zoe? Her and I are bound together for life and committed to each other. Do you think I would make that type of commitment if I was actually seeing other people?
Well, if you've been getting away with it up until now, then why not? I mean, you're in the perfect circumstance to do it, right? You could do anything you wanted at home, and Zoe would never find out about it. It's the ultimate circumstance to get up to some mischief behind her back. Now let me tell you right now, you're worse than scum if you're actually doing that.
Well, I'm not doing it because I have no intention of doing it. It's ludicrous for me to even think about doing it. I just got married. You don't think that I'm trying to figure out what to do from this point on? You don't think that I'm sitting here planning for the type of future I can give to my family? I don't care about that type of nonsense, William. If you thought I was that type of person, you're seriously mistaken.
Yeah, right. Look at you talk about your family like you actually care. You can pretend all you want. I know you don't really care. A guy that really cared about his family would put them in a better position than that. I mean, working from home. There's no way you're earning that much money. Real men who actually earn money plunge themselves into the world and take it for themselves. You know what I mean? They go out to their company, work hard, and get those promotions and raises every year. They're constantly improving. Or maybe they're out there creating a new company, just like my dad did. That right there is caring about your family, creating a fortune that they can use at a later date. They don't sit at home tapping away at their computer or pretending that they're earning money. But who am I kidding? You're not doing that anyway. That's just your front to cover up what you've been doing behind my sister's back.
That's enough of that, William. I'm sick of you talking that way. I'm not going to listen to that crap. I just married your sister. Today is meant to be a really joyous day, and you're just trying to ruin it with your negativity. You're trying to act like I'm this person who's not loyal.
You only have yourself to blame for it. When it all comes down to it, it's because you're a weak man. You're a weak man that leeches off his wife. Until you do something to change yourself, until you live your life like I do, then you're never going to get my respect. You and I are always going to have a problem with each other.
So what are you trying to say right now? You're the definition of what a strong man should be then, William. Is it all about the physical strength? Because let me tell you right now, I don't know what your dad told you, but I was taught a different philosophy. I was taught to be mentally strong. You have to have a mindset that's strong. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter if I'm cooking, gardening, or doing ballet. As long as my mind is in the right place, I can do what's needed to raise this family.
Keep deluding yourself with that nonsense. It's not going to do you any good in the long run. Do the right thing. Think of a way to get that divorce from my sister. Put her back on the market so that she can get a proper partner. After that, you can go off and die alone. You'll be doing the world a favor if you don't pass your crappy genes on.
Hey, babe. Isn't this the greatest thing to ever happen? You and I are finally married. You have no idea how happy I am about this. I've been dreaming about this day my whole life. I've always had an idea of the type of wedding I wanted and the type of person I wanted to marry. I had this expectation, you know? And guess what? Everything we did yesterday exceeded my expectations. Everything from the wedding to the type of guy I'm marrying. You have no idea how happy I am to be with such a great guy like you. I could never have imagined this happening in my wildest dreams.
So you're really that happy, huh? You're really glad to be marrying me?
Of course I am. You're such a good guy, and you work so hard. I know we're going to have a great family from this point on. You and I are going to be such a great team.
That's great, Zoe. That's really great. I'm happy that you have a lot of enthusiasm about this.
And you know what the best part is? Is how well you get along with my family. I mean, your family and I get along really well. We don't have any bad blood between us, but you and my family are almost as thick as thieves. My dad really respects you, and Mom is constantly talking about how much of a good person you are. Does it get any better than this?
It could get a little bit better, if I'm being honest.
Hey, come on! What the hell? What's going on with you? What's with the sour attitude? Why do I feel like I'm the only one excited about us getting married? Ever since yesterday, you've been down in the dumps. Something's really bothering you, and you just refuse to tell me about it. I mean, come on! It was our wedding night, right? We were meant to have a ball with each other. It was supposed to be the most exciting thing we've ever done. I wanted to be a good wife and not bother you. Whatever was on your mind, I would just leave it at that. I'll give you some time to think about it. But it's already been a day now. It's been a day and you haven't been at home. You've been out doing something. Come on, this isn't exactly creating a good prospect for how the future is going to be. Are you going to be like this for the rest of our life? You never used to be like this before we got married, so I'm assuming you're regretting this or something.
Come on, Zoe. Don't think about this too much. It's not that.
Then what is it? Put my mind at ease. At the moment, I'm super excited about the fact that we're going to have a really great life from this point on. But I can only assume that you're not so excited about it.
It's not that. I'm just as excited as you are, Zoe. Maybe even more so. I've also been wanting to get married to someone I actually care about. Someone that I care about a lot. I'd be in the exact same state of mind as you are if a couple of complications hadn't arisen.
Complications? What are you talking about right now? There's already complications since you and I got married? What did I do? Did I do something to annoy you? For us to have a healthy marriage, we need to speak about our problems, right? If I do something that gets on your nerves, I need you to tell me so I can fix it. I don't want to be like those people who have a 2-month marriage and then, for whatever reason, feel like they don't love each other anymore. I'm expecting us to be married for a long time, babe.
And you know what, Zoe? I am too. I want our marriage to be the best there is. Better than anyone else's out there. But here's the thing. You were talking about your family and how well I get along with them. Do you actually think I get along with them? Do you really think they accept me?
What are you talking about? Is that what you're worried about?
Well, yeah. Honestly, I kind of am. I mean, your dad's quite wealthy, right? He really has created something for himself. I come from a poor background, though. It feels like a peasant marrying a queen. I can't help but feel really ashamed of myself and the type of position I'm in.
Oh, come on. Are you serious right now? Do you know how much that annoys me? You're actually getting self-conscious about this, aren't you? You think just because I have the background that I have, you can't marry me? What's the matter? Do you feel ashamed to be with someone like me? Am I just too good for you?
No, hold on. Sorry, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm not trying to say that you should be poor or something to make me feel better. That's just ridiculous.
Then what are you going on about? Because every time Dad meets you, you guys have an amazing conversation with each other. You look like old friends just fooling around. How could you ever get the impression that he secretly hates you or something?
Well, look, let me just tell you what's been going on. The fact of the matter is that your brother contacted me yesterday.
William? Okay, and then what happened?
Well, I've got to be honest. I've met with your family many times before we got married, right? We've had outings together. We went out for dinners. We all know each other pretty well. I thought I knew William pretty well, too. But it turns out that he's had some secret feelings of distaste towards me.
What is that supposed to mean?
Here's the thing. What I'm going to tell you is pretty bizarre. At least it's bizarre from my point of view. I've never heard of this way of thinking before, but apparently, your family has this weird pride in regard to its lineage and the type of offspring you give birth to.
I'm sorry. What now?
It sounds weird, right? I mean, this is exactly what your brother was talking about. He was saying that you guys are really proud of yourselves and he wants to protect the family lineage. Apparently, you guys have been really selective with the partners you choose. You only want people who increase the chances that the offspring are going to be really successful. And if it's a girl, you want to increase the chances that she's going to be very beautiful. He used you as an example. Apparently, your dad went out of his way to choose a beautiful wife so that his daughter would be beautiful as well.
What the hell? Where is this coming from? I've never heard about this before. Are you sure about that?
You're confused right now. The way your brother talks about it, everyone in your family has this implicit understanding that this is the way things are. He thinks everyone should be doing what they can to make sure the children are born with the best genetic background possible. And because of that, he's really angry at you for deciding to marry someone like me.
What the hell? He's angry at me? Why? It's not like he's the one that has to marry you, right? That's my decision. Who I marry is up to me.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I thought everything he was saying was ludicrous. But he seems to really believe in this type of thing. He thinks that any male in your family should be doing what he can to have a good job and take care of everyone. He shouldn't be at home doing the cooking and cleaning. He should be out there earning money and working.
Yeah, right. Oh, what a load of crap. That's really grand coming from someone like my brother.
Grand? What do you mean?
Well, think about it. Why doesn't he just practice what he preaches? Is he really going to sit there on his high horse looking down on everyone when he's doing the exact same thing? Maybe even worse?
The exact same thing? I'm not following. Isn't your brother highly successful himself? Doesn't he earn a lot of money? I've seen those photos on Instagram. He definitely looks like he's living a really wealthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and why do you think that is? Do you think any of that money is earned by him? Of course not. My mom and dad have been the ones paying for everything.
Really? Now I'm just super confused. Where did he get that arrogant attitude from?
That's what I'm talking about. My brother is a really quirky one. I mean, he's talking about you being a leech, right? I'm assuming he's offended that I'm the one working and you're the one that stays at home.
That's exactly how it is. He's got a really big problem with it.
But how is that any different from his situation and what he's doing with our parents? My brother's lifestyle isn't particularly inspiring. I mean, he just goes to the gym and works out 2 times a day. That's it. He doesn't do anything else with his life. And if you think about it, he's quite big, isn't he? He's got a lot of size on him.
You're not wrong about that. The guy is massive. He looks like a walking boulder. I've always been curious if he's actually been taking performance-enhancing drugs to look like that.
Well, hey, if you've been thinking that way, you're not the first. We've all had that in the back of our minds. Regardless of whether or not he's taking those drugs, the fact of the matter is that to maintain that size, and to even increase it further, it takes a lot of food, right? He has to eat heaps.
That's true. I wonder how much this guy eats. I think he would clear out a buffet.
Trust me, we've been to one and he has. But the fact of the matter is that my brother doesn't even pay for the food himself. I think his daily shopping averages out to be a little over $100 just to feed himself. And that all comes out of my parents' pocket. They're the ones suffering for this.
Well, now this is really starting to confuse me. Why would he be saying all that crap that he's been telling me if he's exactly the type of person he's criticizing? In fact, if what I'm hearing is correct, he's even worse than me. I mean, at least I actually work, right? You're out there working a job, but it's not like I'm leeching off you. Any money I earn goes towards the household, too. I don't spend it on myself. I'm not here eating meals that weigh 6 pounds just to maintain my physique.
If I had to take a guess, I'd say that my brother is secretly self-conscious.
Self-conscious?
Yeah. The fact of the matter is that he sees something in the world that disgusts him. Something that he really hates. But here's the kicker. Even though he sees that thing he dislikes, he actually sees it within himself. It's a mirror of how he feels internally. So whatever weaknesses and things he sees in you are actually something he sees in himself.
Do you really think so? Do you really think he's that type of guy?
Hell yeah! I mean, this whole idea of superiority and being better than other people has been something that's persisted for a long time now. My brother's been constantly putting people down without any real basis for it.
That's crazy to hear. I thought something like that was happening. I felt like it was all talk or something. I wonder how things are going to work out for that guy. He was telling me about choosing his partner so that they could produce the best, most beautiful children.
Well, he's going to have to choose a beautiful girl, and I'm not sure if she's going to have the patience to put up with him. Trust me, my brother's going to have to go through a lot of work for that to happen. It's going to be a miracle for him to even get a normal girl.
You really think so?
Yeah. He has to change something within himself before that happens. I think he really needs to stop going to the gym. It's not all about the looks. He's actually in that state of mind where he thinks if he can look even more muscular and more masculine, he's going to get a decent girlfriend. He doesn't focus on his heart and how he should change himself, though.
I definitely get that impression from him. It's quite sad, to be honest. Your family consists of so many really good people. Your mom, your dad, and even yourself. I wonder what would have happened to turn your brother into this.
I don't know. I guess every batch of fruit has to have a couple of bad apples in it. But here's the thing. I don't want you getting down in the dumps about the stupid crap that my brother is spouting. It honestly doesn't mean anything. It's so petty. I just want you to focus on yourself in this marriage, okay? Regardless of what he says, my family loves you, especially my dad. So don't ever forget that.
Okay, Zoe. Thanks for telling me that. At the back of my mind, I've always been thinking that, but it's good to hear you say it too.
Good. Now hurry on back here so that we can actually start our married life together. It's the weekend, so I want to go out for some lunch. We'll go to a nice cafe or something.
What the hell was that all about? Just what game are you trying to play out here?
I'm sorry, what?
You know what? You know I am angry at you. How dare you do something like that? Are you trying to sabotage me or something?
What are you talking about, William? What have I done wrong? Are you talking about yesterday at the dinner?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So you do know what you've done, don't you?
In all honesty, I have no idea. I mean, you sound completely off the rails right now. I just had a decent dinner with everyone there, right? Everyone was having a good time. I didn't do anything to offend anyone, so why are you angry right now?
Think about why I'm angry. In what way would I be happy with my wimpy brother-in-law coming to the dinner I had with my fiancé's parents? Think about why that would irritate me.
In all honesty, I have no idea why it would irritate you. I wasn't even doing anything wrong.
It's just your mere presence that's wrong. Think about it. I'm trying to leave a good impression on these people. I'm trying to show that their daughter is making a good decision in marrying me, and I've got you there reminding them that I have weaklings in my family. It's going to sway their decision. They're going to take that type of thing into account. Thankfully, I'm so great and amazing that I make up for whatever shortcomings you have. But you being there is ruining my chances with this girl.
How could I be ruining your chances, William? Don't you realize that they invited me in the first place?
What did you just say?
Yeah, as it happens, I know who those people are. I'm on really good terms with them. They thought it was a really cool coincidence that their daughter would actually be marrying my brother-in-law, and they wanted me to come along. Is that such a bad thing?
This is just ridiculous. Why the hell would they want someone like you to come? You're an absolute loser.
Well, it looks like they don't care about that type of thing like you do, William. I don't know if you noticed, but I was having a really good conversation with them yesterday.
I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. How come you were able to have such an awesome conversation with them and mine was somewhat awkward? Don't they realize that on paper I'm the better guy? You're just a skinny little twerp.
Well, there's a lot more to being a person than your muscle mass. If that's not evidence of it, then I don't know what is.
How about you just shut your damn mouth? If you don't look as big as me, then you're not a real man.
Well, regardless of how you felt about yesterday, I have to be honest with you, William. I'm quite proud of you. That girl that you've managed to have resting under your arm is quite the catch. She seems really nice and really pure.
She's good, isn't she? And not only that, but she's beautiful to boot. I know my ancestors would be looking on me with pride. They know that I'm doing them justice. They know that I'm going to pass on the torch to her child, who will be beautiful and an absolute boss like I am.
Yep, I'm sure that's going to happen. You keep passing on that tradition that you've hypnotized yourself into believing is true.
What the hell did you say?
You know what? Nothing. Anyway, I've got a lot of things to do, William. I'm going to go now.
Wait just a moment. Don't you run away from me just yet. Did I say that you're allowed to stop talking?
Okay, what is it now? You got something else that you want to complain about? Some other bone that you want to pick?
Yeah, something like that. You do realize where this is leading to, right? Me and this girl are going to get married. I pretty much have her parents' approval. All that's left is for us to actually make this official.
Oh, right. Congratulations. I hope you guys have a happy marriage. If that will be all.
And what I'm trying to get at here is I don't want someone like you stinking up my wedding.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. I don't want you coming to my wedding. I don't want to hear any complaints about it. That's just the way it is. It's my wedding, my rules.
Well, that's a little bit unfair, don't you think? I'm already well acquainted with her parents. And you know what? I even invited you to my wedding, so I don't think making a request like that is fair, William.
You really are annoying. You know that? Okay, how about we do this? You can come to the wedding, but you're not allowed to come into the venue.
What do you mean?
I'm going to have you as the greeter, like the guys that stand at the entrance of Walmart. You're going to be welcoming people inside, but you're not allowed to come in.
And why wouldn't I be able to come in? And you know what? I'm your brother-in-law. Don't you think it's a bit weird to have me as the greeter?
Like I said, it's my wedding and it's my rules. If I want it to be this way, then I say it has to be this way. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
This is just so stupid. How could everything in my marriage be perfect except my brother-in-law? Why do you always have to be this way?
I'm only being this way because you're not living up to the standard that you're meant to be. Now listen here. There's a lot of time between now and the wedding. It's enough time for you to gain a couple of pounds. How about you go hit the gym and actually make yourself presentable? I don't want you to be embarrassing me in front of my buddies.
Hey, babe. I just heard everything that my brother had to say. You guys really can't get along, huh?
You heard about that, right? He had an issue with me being at the dinner table with his future in-laws. I don't even know what I did wrong, to be honest. All I did was have a friendly chat with the people there.
Yeah, well, just chalk it up to my brother being extremely jealous of you having social skills. I mean, him and that pig-headed brain of his don't really get along with people. It's amazing to me that that girl actually wants to be with him.
I know, right? She looks really nice. I'm pretty sure she could get a bunch of different guys if she really wanted to. I'm wondering why she would go for someone like your brother. He's probably a big sweetheart behind all of that fake toughness he has.
Trust me, I know my brother, and this is just the type of person he is. It makes sense.
So how much of it did you hear exactly? Do you know what's going to happen with me at the wedding?
Yeah, I know, all right. You know what? I see that as such an insult. I mean, does he even realize that you're going out of your way for him? Does he even realize what you're doing for him?
Probably not. In his mind, your parents are the ones paying for the wedding, right? It was better that way. I mean, think about how your brother would react if I just gave him the money directly. He's got way too much pride to accept that.
I really wonder if he's ever going to grow up. Hopefully marriage will change him. You're actually such a great guy, you know?
I don't know why he can't realize that.
Well, maybe he's just jealous. Maybe he doesn't want to face the fact that there's someone out there doing things better than him. But in all honesty, I need to thank you, Cole. You have no idea how much I appreciate this. And not only that, you have no idea how much my parents appreciate this. When my brother asked them for a payout to pay for the wedding, they were really reluctant. I mean, their business has always been successful up until now, but with the recession and the state that everything is in, they're not exactly earning a lot of money.
I know. I really feel sorry for them. They have to go back and manage that place, even though they're at the age they are now. I'm pretty sure they just wanted to retire and rest at ease.
You can think of it that way, but my dad's quite the workaholic. I think there was a little part of him that was happy to get back into the fray and to actually start managing things again. But that was a really decent chunk of money, wasn't it? Are you sure we're going to be all right? Don't you want me to get back to work?
Come on, Zoe. Do you really think I'd make you do something like that? Trust me, I've already put us in a position where we don't need to exert ourselves in that way.
Are you sure, though?
Yeah, 100%. In fact, we're in such a good position that I feel kind of bad asking your parents to pay us back that money.
Come on, that's just a given. Think about how much we gave them. You have to let them pay you back.
No, I'm not going to have it, to be honest. I have way too much respect for them, so it's fine. I mean, they're in a bad patch at the moment, but I'm hoping that if something ever happened to us, they'd be able to help us. That's just the way it is. I don't expect them to pay this money back.
You really are a good guy, aren't you?
God damn, my brother is such an idiot.
He really needs to wake up to himself.
Unfortunately, unless something really big happens in his life, I don't think that's going to happen.
Something big, huh? Well, if he ever gets absurd beyond reason, then I guess there's something we could do.
Something we could do? What are you thinking about right now?
I don't know. I'm going to keep it to myself for now. Despite the appearance my brother likes to give everyone, there are a couple of things I know about him that would be really embarrassing. If I ever tell you about it one day, you're going to have such a laugh.
Okay, Slave, how's everything looking out there? Did you manage to get all the guests in? Can we actually start this thing already?
Yes, everyone's already checked off. And what did you just call me? You did not just actually call me a slave, did you? I'm a human being, you know. Just because I'm doing this one little favor for you doesn't mean you get to call me that. Okay, then. Well, what should I call you? I'm only going to call you a name that represents what you do. I've given you so many over the years. I've given you twerp. I've given you loser. How about housewife? Do you like that one? That suits you quite well, too. Enough of the stupidity, William. No, I'm being serious about this. I think that's a fitting name for you. A guy that just lets his girl go off and work all the time and sits at home all day. That's exactly what you are. A housewife. And while we're on the topic, I think it's absolutely disgusting that you got my sister to be the greeter with you. She's meant to be here enjoying herself. How dare you subject her to a job like that? Well, I could say the exact same to you. How dare you subject me to a job like this? I'm your brother-in-law. I'm not even meant to be the one that's doing this. You deserve to be punished for being such a weak little housewife. Stop calling me a housewife. But that's exactly what you are. I mean, look at how many years have passed since I told you that the way you're living your life is just plain wrong. You've had so much time to change your ways. You had so much time to be a better person. I mean, look, I told you about the wedding day, right? I told you to actually bulk up for it, and you didn't do that either. You've been the same exact loser that I've known from the beginning. Honestly, it's an absolute disgrace to have you as part of this family. Yeah, whatever. I've had enough of your insults. Now look, I think I've paid the price to actually be at this wedding and enjoy the festivities. I'm going in there now. Oh, no, you don't. What the hell do you think you're doing? Doing what I have every right to do, being part of the family and seeing you get married today.
No, you're not. Did I give you permission to do that? Did I say it's okay for you to come in here? You stay out there where you belong, but you can't call my sister in. She's allowed to be here.
What the hell? So after everything I've done, you're still going to forbid me from going into the wedding? I basically worked for you just now. William, I deserve to be in there.
No, you don't. I told you to go to the gym. I told you to get yourself in a condition that I can respect, and you didn't. I wanted you to show some essence of a man, and then I would have let you come in. You clearly didn't care about my wishes, so I don't care about your wishes to be in this hall. What goes around comes around. This is just what you deserve.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not going to be attending this wedding either. You can go get screwed. Cole and I are going home.
I'm sorry, what now? Cole and who? Who are you exactly?
Who do you think it is? It's Zoe.
Zoe? This can't be you. There's no way you'd ever miss my wedding. You'd always be there to support me. Stop pretending to be my sister. She's going to be very angry when she finds out you're trying to impersonate her.
This is me, you idiot. How dare you treat my husband the way you've been treating him? How dare you look at yourself as above him when it's the exact opposite?
What do you mean? You're trying to say that your bum husband that doesn't do any work is better than me?
He is. He's leagues better than you. You could never think to catch up to him. Let me ask you this, brother. What do you think about the wedding venue today? What do you think about the food? What do you think about every aspect of it?
Well, I'm the one that chose everything, right? I think it's a 10 out of 10. It doesn't get any better than this. It's the perfect wedding for my perfect wife. And if I can get your loser husband out of the venue and you in here, it's going to be the perfect ceremony, too. So, do you mind hurrying up now?
You're so full of it, aren't you? You have no idea where that money came from.
Wait, do you?
Of course I know. You borrowed this money from our parents, right? You keep calling Cole a bum, but the real bum is you. You don't work at all. You've been sponging off our parents, and all you've been doing with your life is going to the gym. That's how insipid you are. You're just a leech and a hypocrite.
Well, hey, at least I'll actually go out there and create a healthy body. At least I'm out there moving, unlike that skinny husband of yours.
Do you even realize why he looks the way he does in the first place? Do you think he cares about putting on muscle?
Well, if he's a real man, that's exactly what he'll do. He'll do manly stuff like lifting weights and competing.
You moron. Take a look at the world ranking for top marathon runners. Tell me you don't see my husband there.
I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah, that's right. It's not that he's lazy and doesn't care about his body. He's training his body to be capable for a particular type of thing, and that thing happens to be running. He's been doing it ever since he was a young teenager. Do you even know how hard it is to get to that level of endurance? It takes a lot more grit and mental strength than just lifting some weight off the ground.
Are you kidding me right now? Does he actually do that, or are you just making this up?
I don't have any reason to make this up. Even if he didn't do that, he's a great person.
Come on, Zoe, stop deluding yourself. A great person doesn't let his wife work for the rest of her life. He needs to be the one earning the income. You need to be the one that stays at home and can actually relax.
Okay, if you're going to say something like that about my husband, then I'm going to assume that you're going to do the exact same with your wife, right?
Well, I mean, come on. These things take time, don't they? I'm sure Dad's going to give me a bit of money to support us at the start.
You really are pathetic, aren't you? You can't even live by your own principles. I'll have you know that I haven't been working in years. In fact, pretty soon after we got married, Cole specifically told me to stop working.
I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah, he told me to quit my job. We actually argued about it for a long time. I told him that I wanted to do what it took to support the family. I wanted to do my part, I didn't want him to carry the whole burden. But he said that his values were different. He wasn't going to have a family where I was stressed out by work. He wanted me to have a blissful life and for him to take care of everything. It was a pledge that he would be able to get himself somewhere. And boy, did he manage to do that.
What do you mean?
The fact of the matter is that he's a graphic designer. I know you wouldn't know this because you're too arrogant to actually listen to what he says, but he's been a successful graphic designer for a long time now. He's been so good that he's been able to open up his own company, and he hires graphic designers to work under him. He's been training them as well.
Are you kidding me right now? I can't believe this. It kind of makes sense, though. Of course he would be doing something as girly as art. I should have expected as much.
What are you doing right now? Are you trying to look down on him in disdain? Please, you're only making things worse for yourself.
Wait, can you just shut up right now? Something weird is going on. Everyone's starting to leave the venue. Why? What's going on? Even my fiancé's parents are leaving.
Well, that's why you need to know the truth. You see, there's a reason why my husband is so close with her parents. It's not by chance. You already know what type of business they're involved in, right?
Yeah, they own some sort of Chinese restaurant. But why? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, the fact of the matter is that their product is really good. It was top-of-the-line food, but they weren't so good at advertising themselves. That's when my husband actually designed the art for their shop, made it more appealing, and they got more customers. Because of that, he built a very good rapport with them, and they're very fond of him. With that being the case, these people are very proud. They don't want to give their daughter away to just anyone. They want to make sure that he's got character. And I'm telling you right now, you've just shown everyone that your character is as bad as it can get.
What the hell do you mean?
Well, think about it. You've been treating my husband badly. This is someone they're very close to and respect. Do you really think they want to have their daughter be with someone like you? And not only that, they don't want her to marry a liar either.
A liar?
Yeah. You see, I just texted them photos of what you really get up to. You've always been putting on this bravado of being a man's man, a real macho guy. Well, what's that other hobby that you do? What do you do besides lifting weights?
Oh my god. Don't. You did not show them that, did you?
I sure did, little bro. They know all about you and your secret little hobby. Of course, I've been the only one who knew about it up until now. Whatever you like doesn't affect me. But if you're going to irritate and disrespect people to this extent, then you deserve to suffer for it. So I texted everyone a photo of you in that tutu. In other words, your secret little sessions of doing ballet on your own. You don't even wear the men's clothing. You actually like to wear the girls' one. What the hell is up with that?
Stop it! Stop making fun of me!
Come on, bro, tell me why. Is that what you like? Are you secretly ashamed of who you are?
Shut up! Stop it! Just tell everyone to come back here. You get along with your husband well, right? He needs to tell those parents that it's all a lie, that this was all just a big prank. I'm not going to have this girl leave me. I'll never get someone like her again.
You're not wrong about that, bro. It was an actual miracle that you managed to get a girl of that caliber. Being the type of guy you are, you really should have stopped. But what can you do? At the end of the day, you just wanted to be stubborn. You just wanted to hate my husband for the way he looks. If you had treated him with some respect and let him into that wedding, I wouldn't have done what I've done. Enjoy being alone.
You skank. I can't believe you would do something like this to me. To your own family. Who the hell do you think you are? Well, you know what? Fine. Go on then. You can treat me this way, but I haven't truly lost. At least I have our parents.
Oh, come on. Please. Don't you realize that they're the ones that are annoyed with you the most? Think about how long you've been bumming off them. You've never gotten a job and you've only been a leech. They've asked you multiple times to do something with your life. To do anything. You could even work at McDonald's and they would have been happy with that. But you just didn't. You wanted to spend your time harassing my husband and finding reasons for why you're better than everyone else. It really is pathetic, you know. So you know what, bro? I don't even feel sorry for you. Today is the day that you lose everyone. You're out there on your own now.
Well, fine. Go on then. Leave. See if I care. I'm a warrior anyway. I'm a lone wolf. I do this on my own. I don't need anyone. I still know my value, you hear me? I still know it.
William tried to act as though he could make it on his own, despite having lost everything. He thought he could survive out there regardless of what people thought about him. The fact of the matter is that it didn't matter who he came across in his life. He always did something to displease them. He always had this arrogant attitude, like he was better than everyone else. Especially with the men. They were constantly saying that he would try and exert toxic masculinity onto them, which made it really uncomfortable. It was doubly painful for my brother when his photos started to leak. The fact is, I sent it to everyone at that wedding venue, but some of them decided to show the whole world. They put it up on social media, and now he's got a reputation for being a sissy that wears a tutu. Because of that, his social media is always barraged with messages making fun of him. He gets called a hypocrite and every other name in the book. He fell into a depression and couldn't bring himself to do anything. He couldn't even get himself to the gym to maintain his muscle. It didn't take long for him to lose all the work and progress he had put in over the years, especially since it seems he was on gear to begin with. He now looks like my husband, and probably even worse. Let's just hope that the state he's in will teach him a lesson. On the other hand, life is going well for Cole and me. We are really enjoying our marriage, and now that we're financially secure, we're thinking about starting our family. To this day, I'm still grateful that I managed to be with a guy like him. I respect him with all my heart, and I know that he's going to be a great father. If we have a son, he's going to teach him to be humble. If we have a daughter, she's going to respect him just like I do. Things are only looking up from this point on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. See you next time.